Déjà vu, that fleeting feeling that you've lived through a moment before. Most people brush it off as a brain glitch, a coincidence. But sometimes, it feels wrong, like reality itself is repeating in ways it shouldn't. Tonight, we're going to explore 4 allegedly true stories of déjà vu. Stories that didn't fade away, but spiraled into something terrifying. It was 2017. A man living in a rundown New Jersey apartment complex started experiencing déjà vu. At first, it was harmless, a flickering light, muffled laughter from a neighbor, a metallic thud in the hallway. Except, he knew the exact order these things would happen before they happened. Every night, the visions grew stronger. Entire conversations, text messages, even background noises. He remembered them before they occurred. Then the dreams began. In them, his roommate Nick would enter his room, pale and sweating, whispering, "There's someone in the building." Night after night, the dream repeated, until one night, it wasn't a dream. At 3:12 a.m., Nick opened the door and said those exact words. Together, they searched the hallway. The shadows didn't move the way they should have. And when they called the police, nothing was found. Later, Nick confessed. He'd been having the same dreams too. The déjà vu ended that night. But to this day, the man swears the hallway wasn't just a hallway. It was a seam between 2 versions of reality. In a small town, 2 brothers, Ryan and Chris, decided to explore an abandoned house deep in the woods. From the very first steps down the trail, Ryan felt déjà vu. He knew where a broken fence post would be. He knew there'd be a tree with a hole in it. And most disturbing of all, he knew exactly what the house would look like before they reached it. When they entered, Ryan blurted out without thinking, "I remember this place, and I remember a woman upstairs." Chris laughed it off, until they heard footsteps above them. They climbed the creaking staircase. At the last door, Chris peeked inside and froze. He screamed, shoved Ryan, and the 2 bolted out of the house, sprinting until they couldn't breathe. When Ryan demanded to know what he saw, Chris said there was a woman standing by the window, not moving, just staring out like a statue. Ryan had never told Chris about his memory of a woman upstairs, but Chris saw her. Was it coincidence? A prank? Or did Ryan's déjà vu warn him of something that was waiting? 2020. A young man was driving home late at night after visiting his girlfriend. As he approached a dangerous 4-way stop in the snow, a wave of déjà vu struck. He hit the brakes early. Seconds later, a black pickup truck blew through the stop sign, missing him by inches. Shaken, he pulled over. He didn't just anticipate it. He remembered it. The crash, the airbag, the blood. A memory of something that never happened. But it didn't stop there. For nights he dreamed of the same crash, until finally he avoided the intersection altogether. The next day, news broke. There was a fatal crash at that exact intersection. Same time of night. Same make and color of his car. Only, it wasn't him. Was he remembering his own death from another timeline? Or had he simply been spared? Because another version of him wasn't. Before working in IT, a man spent 2 years on the night shift at a care home. One patient, Miss Adelaide, was 87 years old, sweet, quiet, and mostly lucid. But sometimes, late at night, she'd say things she shouldn't know. One night at 2:15 a.m., she looked him in the eyes and said, "You already asked me that. You ask every night, but tonight is different." The next night, she said the same thing, word for word. On the 3rd night, she passed away in her sleep. Later, he discovered other nurses had recorded similar encounters with Miss Adelaide. She predicted names, actions, even the exact time someone would take their break. It was as if she was stuck, reliving the same version of life again and again. To this day, the man sometimes hears her eerie humming in his dreams. And when déjà vu hits, he wonders, is it just a glitch in the brain? Or a message? A warning from someone trapped in another loop of reality? So Helip, what is déjà vu really? A simple brain hiccup? Or memories bleeding through from timelines we've already lived and maybe died in? Tell me in the comments. Have you ever had déjà vu so strong it felt like more than coincidence? But let me leave you with one final story. It's one that still sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. A woman, let's call her Maya, worked late into the night as a security guard for a high-tech firm. One night, during her usual rounds, Maya began to notice something peculiar. The clocks seemed to reset themselves, 2 a.m., 2:01 a.m., and then again, 2 a.m. Curious, she reviewed the security tapes only to find herself walking the same corridor over and over. No matter how she tried to change her routine, it always reset at 2 a.m. Desperate, she wrote a note and placed it in her suit, a message to her future self. The next night, Maya woke up at home, the note in her hand with no recollection of how she got there. Did she escape a loop in time? Or was it a dream? To this day, she's haunted by a feeling. Any minute, the clock might strike 2 a.m., and time will catch up with her once more. A final thought to linger in your mind as the night settles in. What if déjà vu is a fracture in the timeline, a momentary tear in the fabric of what we perceive as our unchangeable past and future? Could there be more to our linear perception of time? Consider it. And perhaps, one day, déjà vu will be more than just an odd occurrence, but a key to understanding the vast, mysterious universe. And sometimes, déjà vu isn't just a glance into another world. It's a crossroads where choices are made and destinies are forged. Each twinge of the familiar could be an opportunity, a path we are meant to tread again with new wisdom. In every instance where the past echoes, there's a chance to reshape the future. Imagine if every familiar moment is a chance, a guiding signal from ourselves, or maybe something more. Maybe every time the universe loops, it's offering us a chance for redemption, a chance to alter what must be different. But for now, don't fear the moments that echo, the feelings of repeating, or the whispers of déjà vu. Embrace them, for they might be the universe itself speaking to you. Until next time, may your journey be filled with the assurance that sometimes the unknown is simply another kind of wonder. There's an age-old belief that each star in the sky represents a gateway to different realms. Gazing at the vast canopy, we might be looking at mirrors of our own reality. Could déjà vu be the glimmer of those distant worlds? Consider this. Every shadow that dances in the night is an echo, not only of light, but possibly of time itself. In those shadows lie secrets, waiting quietly to be unveiled by those brave enough to listen. As you venture into the night, let your mind wander on these mysteries. Every déjà vu might be a whispered invitation, urging you to look beyond what's plainly visible, into a cosmos teeming with possibilities. We leave you with this thought, that life's mysteries are as endless as the stars themselves. Keep questioning, keep dreaming, and perhaps one day the déjà vu will lead you to answers beyond our wildest imagination.